Big up the you juice.
What a night when you them jump with a thunder. The pressure don't drop, but you never surrender. Tonight,
ooh, see me African, you see me African there? You see me African there? What a night! Yeah, see me dashiki. You should be the original dashiki man. You are KJ. You should be Mr. Dashiki. So you see what's going on?
Yo, so yeah, may so rest in peace. May so rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
Resistance. It was a shock when I heard it.
Yeah, but he was sick for long. He was sick for a little while. Ailing for a little while off and on. Even while you're seeing him, walking around and stuff,
Seriously.
He wasn't too well for a little while. He was a strong brother. Yeah, yeah, boy. You know what has happened while it's come on a little late too? A lot of times just before the live start, people just be messaging me saying, where the live, I can't get onto the live. And I had to let them know, message them to know it's on your page too now. Sometimes people don't WhatsApp, man. Sometimes people just be asking me to send them a link. Some people don't know how to join a live, all kind of thing. So
it's a lot of people still don't know how to join the live.
Yeah.
Don't understand it, you know what I mean?
That's right. I don't say go try and explain a man or go status. You just look for the circles, you look for RKG, you just click on it, bam, you'll be in the live. I gone. Yeah, boy.
So things with you, how's the week?
Cool, man. The week was nice, cool. Yeah, man. Just watching the things, trying to be safe out there, you know what I mean? See what's going on out there today. Yeah, what flavor you drinking in the juice? What flavor you drinking?
You juice, I actually drinking the turmeric passion spice.
Oh yes, I'm drinking that as well. Yeah. But last time we had the ginger, right?
Right.
And I remember you tell me, Bass, like something in that ginger, boy. Because after I drink that ginger, I was gingery. Yeah, big up Shania. So I know what will happen tonight, later.
You see, big up the Jamun. I seen Jamun on the live here.
Yeah, Jamun on the live. Yeah.
We have Denise. We have Denise.
Real people want to hear the Saucy, see the Saucy, you know what I mean?
Saucy have a new song, this daddy. You hear
the
new song?
Right. Yeah, I listen it. Very good, very well done.
The song bad. The song is bad. And as I promised, always say around this time we bring in the artist. Oh, cool! What you see that?
Hey, what the hell? Just so? What the trouble is this? I didn't even get to set up the thing. Oh God, Saucy, don't do that. No, wait. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Ready for you.
Whining queen of the soca. Nobody can come in a feel your good come and test me. Believe I still love a kid. I ready to teach you a lesson. Whining specialist.
Whatever you do. Acapella.
Bend over and roll it slow. Oh. Hold me bum bang, take me down. Holy bum bang, take me down. Holy bum bang, take me down. Holy bum bang, take me down. Grab the bumper and stick it. Holy bumper and stick it. Holy bumper and stick it. Holy bumper and stick it.
I'm sweating already. Oh God, Denise. Watch for that's the original soca zest, They're talking about zest and thing now. But that's the original soca zest, Yeah. Ain't ready.
Long
time. Belfon, girl. Where's the word?
Everything blessed, everything good. I'm grateful to be on the live tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me. And
it's a pleasure.
I feel great each and every time I'm invited to speak on a live from like my peers in Trinidad. Because everything I do out here now, But when I'm invited to come on something in Trinidad, I feel welcomed. Thank you.
Yeah. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. No, Denise, Saucy, tonight we decided it's like a month we do the live. Something that we just started. Myself and base. We decided to do something different in the sense a lot of times, if you look back, the days of Sparrow and Kitchener, a lot of stuff not really documented, right? For instance, when you watch Bob Marley, watch Peter Tosh, you watch the reggae movement,
yes.
They have a lot of stuff documented. You can go back in the interviews. So this is one of the reasons we decided to do a live to bring people like yourself, people that really did a lot for the music and for the culture and for the art form. And you know, a woman like you, I mean, you have a history. You have history when it comes to the music.
Thank you. You
have too much history to be history.
Yeah. And you know how according to the late great Shadow, what wrong with the controllers? That is always try to control talent and always try to stifle you and put you in a box. And at the end of the day, you can't stifle this one. You can do what you want.
No.
Try what you want.
Now, Denise, let me tell you something, right? I was saying that before you came on the live. There's few artists could do this, right? You could say, you know what, I ain't singing for the next 5 years. But when you hit a stage,
that's it.
You don't even have to say no new material.
Yeah, boy.
And I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that.
Saucy, I find your base blushing tonight.
I know Saucy long time, boy.
I know, but I find give me an extra blushing. I'm going out you.
You serious?
Well, I blushing, so he blushing too. Come on.
Yeah.
Blush out tonight.
No, just before the live, Saucy, let me take it back. Let me take it way back. You see, I have one more cross colors here. We're going way back.
Right.
Way back. Somebody tell me, ask Denise if they remember. They mentioned Q-Rep and some street back in the days with the band. Like when you just started, now a DJ called Trini Bon and his sister had introduced you and that kind of thing. You know, you remember that? You remember them days?
So which band? Black.
Well,
which
no,
band?
it was Taxi. You said Taxi, or they mentioned Taxi? I think they mentioned Taxi. Yeah. Taxi, like practicing with Q-Rep or something. Back in the, like when it was the Red Dragon and the Red Dragon days. You remember the Red Dragon days?
The freshness of a breeze in a bottle.
Oh gosh! The Red Dragon days. But give us an idea of your start now. You will know your start. How you start? How you start in the business? For those who don't know.
Well, I started off as early as the age of 7. In Best Village. Best Village started off in my backyard in Trinidad. For Point Cumana. That's where I'm originally from. Point Cumana, Carolina.
Okay.
And at the age of 9, Ella Andel used to come to teach the choir to sing. And from that age, seeing and hearing Ella Andel and my mother being the lead vocalist of the Best Village group, I say I want to sing. I go in and be a star. I go in and sing. And then I started dancing for Best Village because my aunt Caroline, Lord rest her soul, she was the lead dancer for the Best Village group. And she always had this kind of smile where when she bust on stage with the PK or the ballet or whatever it is, she used to bust out with bongo, whatever. She used to be smiling and make you just want to watch her. And it's growing up seeing them made me want to start. And I was a child, I was always told to shut up. I had too much.
But that didn't work. Obviously, that didn't work. That didn't work, obviously.
It didn't work.
You see why you mustn't tell your children thing? Is the complete opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my outlet. That was my outlet for feeling bad and feeling like nobody didn't like me. And I just inserted myself in choral speaking because I attended St. Teresa's Girls in Woodbrook.
Okay.
I did choral speaking. I was in the school choir. I ran for the Port of Spain region in the Milo Games. I represent. If you go to St. Teresa's, girls, now you'll see in the glass case, in the principal's office, you'll see medals and trophies with my name on it for representing the Port of Spain region.
What is choral speaking? What is that? For those who don't know, what is choral speaking?
Choral speaking is somewhat like you're telling a story or a poem in song, but you're really talking it. So it's like I was saying I would if it was so it says whining queen, the whole choir doing, we start off, I's the whining queen, and everybody like do a harmony to the endings of it, and everybody like turn and gasp and like you know, it always have some kind of acting and some kind of like excitement to it. Yes, dramatizing a song or a poem. So that's what we call choral speaking. And we used to win a lot. We used to go to Queen's Hall and compete and win a lot, because all the primary schools used to come down to Port of Spain to compete. And St. Teresa's girls used to always top it. I did modeling. I did soccer. I played for Saucy, Port of Spain. I ran. I did gymnastics. Yeah, because I mean, then you still want to listen to me. So I just tell I didn't go listen to me, I go watch me.
So you became like an overachiever then.
Right.
So that compensated for, you know, people not listening to you.
Correct. And then I had this insecurity that my mother really never liked me much. But in truth and in fact, she was a tough lover. She used to she was one of those people, she was a real OG. You do something that she said not to do, you get punishment from now till never ending.
Wow.
And I used to think, well, but this woman, why do she like? What is I doing?
It was tough love.
Tough love. But it's only when she died in 2015, I realized, well, that's what it really was, you know? And I stood up in the funeral and I said to her, I now understand and see why you used to tell me only when you get your own children and when I'm gone, you will understand why I was so strict with you. And it's true. It's true. It's only now I realize why she used to tell me, you can't go here, you get bound to go there, you can't do this, you can't do that. However, my children are just like that. I grew my kids up the same way. But the relationship me and my kids have, they could come to me about anything. I used to be able to talk to my mother about anything too, but it still had a thin line as to what I could tell and what I can't. So I did everything in my power to become an overachiever, to like prove to her that all my achievements, all my accolades, I was good enough for her to love me now.
Okay. That's deep.
No, Denise, you spoke of playing football, choral speaking,
gymnastics,
modeling. I mean,
everything.
The list goes on. All right. In terms of actually going to the studio to record your first track, what was your first track? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Kakalele?
No, it was Whine Like a Dog.
Whine Like a Dog.
Wag it tail, wag it tail, wag it tail,
wag it tail, wag it tail, yes.
It's doggy time, come.
Yeah, what that?
And then I did then I did Bend Down, Touch the Gong and Wine. That tune, Touch the Gong, was the name of that. I did that by Kenny Phillips. Wag It Tail was done by Kenny too. But
Kenny was the man back in them days.
I hated Kenny Phillips. Not in a negative way, you know.
Right.
But he just always take it again, do it again, over again. Until with bend down and saying, bend down, touch the gong and wine, bend down, touch the gong and wine, bend down, touch the gong and wine, stop. I said, I ain't doing nothing again. Leave me alone. And I walk out the studio.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Kenny was preparing you for shell shock because he can't be worse than shock. Okay. Can't be worse than shock.
I learned with shell shock. When you come this session, hush.
That's right. Cause you remember we used to say, "Shut up, you are being produced."
Yes. And
Yeah,
if
that
you
we used
don't
to
say
say.
it, if you don't say it, you used to do so.
Yeah,
You just used to turn
What
on
I
the
mean,
side and point, get out.
yeah.
Get
Get
out the
out.
room.
Sometimes Shock would leave you in the studio and just go. He would just go and come back when you're ready.
For
Just go on and
hours.
come back.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you
for
like,
hours, just go
and
and
you
come back.
wondering, well,
And you
I
like,
wonder,
well, what's
wonder
going
if
on
you
in
going in
session
the
there, boy?
toilet or you going for some
Yeah, boy.
water. The man going for a drive and
Yeah, you go.
going to the mall and
Yeah. Not much artists I see him do that. And I like, well, me?
we
Yeah.
but we had a
so
great
so
chemistry. Shell Shock
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I.
yeah. Yeah, man.
so the Kakalele was what year?
Kakalele was in late 94, 95 because I was pregnant with my first child, which is Daniel.
Okay.
I was actually having labor pains in the studio by less than Paul when I did Kakalele with my
Okay.
Wow.
son.
So you didn't
So
feel that you
when they sing, lay your bamba, you're usually holding your bamba, hold your belly.
Oh, my belly.
Lele, yeah.
And all less
Lele.
than saying it's just one more take, Denise, just one more take. And
One
they could
more.
go to the hospital and see what going on. And whatever that all I hear, just
Oh.
one more take. And I did singing away, and boom.
Wow.
My son come and born on the 4th of November. And that
Hey.
recording
wow.
was done like about a week before having him. So I was getting pre-labor pains having my son.
In studio. Wow. You see, people don't know these things.
No.
The things
Yeah,
that
yeah,
others
yeah.
had to go through by in recording. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing about it, Denise, is that, you know, people could relate to you, especially women. Women could relate to you because you're real. You know, a lot of artists like to put up everything is nice and everything is pretty. I don't have no problems and
Nah,
everything.
not with me.
People know
Not with me.
all Denise Belfon problems. Belfon, you think if you get horn, if you get this, that,
Yes.
whatever, people know you're real, you're real.
Yeah.
And I wanted
Yeah, bring it
people
to
of
them.
your fun, wanted
Yeah.
people could relate to you. But what would you say was one of your lowest points in your life? Lowest.
So much, so many times.
Okay.
I've been a multi-millionaire for 5 times in my whole career. Multi-millionaire, meaning real money, vehicles, property, everything. And due to the poor choices of partners,
Right.
I lost everything because I'm
Wow.
somebody when I love hard. And whatever I own is yours. And in the past,
Okay.
I had partners that took advantage of my good heart and my
The big
you
heart.
know, yeah, my love for them now. The lowest would be in 2015 when I had to scrape up money just to buy a bread. 2015.
Wow.
When my mother died,
Wow.
I gave up on my whole life and career. And it's like for 2.5 years I stopped singing. I didn't see no reason to. And it was one day when one of my daughters came to me and said, "No, mommy, you know you still have us. But you know you're moving like you know we don't care, we don't exist. And mommy, we just wish that we talking we in the same house, you know."
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Like you
in
was
my
depressed. You were depressed.
bedroom. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in my bedroom. All I used to do was get up when I feel to
Wow.
bathe, maybe use the toilet, and eating that wasn't even in my mind at all. And just go right back in my bed and cover up him under my comforter. And
What would you say? What would you say? All right, your mom passing would have been a major part of it, right? But what else would you say contributed a lot to that depression? And the reason for asking you this question, because there are a lot of people on the live, a lot of people are listening to us right now, maybe going through the same thing and maybe want some words of advice or upliftment. So what also contributed to it, and what made you get out of it eventually?
A week before, my daughter Isabella and I, we were in the Bahamas, and we were in a near fatal crash on the island of the island that Aliyah died.
Okay.
I always forget the name, and I really don't want to remember the name either. But we were in a near fatal crash where the vehicle that we were in flipped down a precipice 5 times. And in the whole melee, I was the one who helped everybody come out of the vehicle and whatnot. But you know, you're in shock. So you doing everything in your mind to survive and to help. And my daughter, like, you know, was the first person to kick out the back glass and come out. And it's like I started screaming her name because I wasn't hearing nobody. The place just went silent. I don't know if I had knocked out before. I don't know what happened, but I know when, I'm going to pause reason talking about this again. When the vehicle started to flip, just before that I turned and I asked my daughter if she had on her seatbelt, and she said, no, mommy. I said, put it on. And just as I started to reach for mine to put on mine, something broke in the back of the vehicle.
Wow.
So you hear the badak, and you just see the vehicle start to veer off the highway and then flip. And the second flip, I start to talk to God and say, Father, Lord, if this is the last time that I have to see this earth, so be it. This is your will, so be it. And I opened back my eyes. As I say, I don't know if I'd black out, but after a good while to me, everything was silent, and I started to call my daughter name and no answer, and I started to think, well, she died. And then I started to hear people in the vehicle like moving around and crying, and who get chop wave on the head. It was really bad. But my daughter started walking up the highway. She done climb out and start going up the highway because she in shock too, and she don't know where she is. She don't know what's going on. And it's when she started hearing my voice calling her, she started walking back to the vehicle. When she looked in, she said like, Mommy. My head was swollen so big. I asked her if my head bust open or what was wrong with me or whatever the case is. She said, no, it just swollen really bad. I said, stop crying. Get everybody passports, everybody bag, everybody, wherever it is, just get everything. And I started helping everybody and stuff, right? And when we landed the Monday, they had to take us to the capital in Nassau, Bahamas. They flew us back the Monday to Trinidad. And the Thursday morning, my mother called me and said to me, Denise, I don't know what happening to me, but I want to go to the hospital or the doctor. I said, what? I never hear my mother talk about doctor yet in my life.
Because she was that tough one, she was tough. Yeah.
She said, yes, I need to go by the doctor because I don't know what happening to me. I don't know what happening. But she had gotten she had gotten deep vein thrombosis in her leg due to cancer. She was at stage 4 cancer, but it's only when we went to the hospital with her we really found out what it was. We saw her getting small. My mother always knew she had it, but she didn't want to tell us nothing. And that was the end result. That was the Thursday. The Friday, she died. No. The Friday she went in, and the Monday she died, which was Diwali weekend. So we had to wait for Diwali weekend to pass and all them things. And it was that catapulted my whole life to the point of wanting to give up, because it's like when I worked, my pay used to go to my mother. Not all of it, but there was a purpose of me singing and getting my money to carry it to her, to take her shopping, to take her to the grocery, to just see her smile. That was my everything. And when she died, I died too.
Wow.
Touching story, right?
Yeah, touching story. Touching. Now, you said you had your high moments, you had your low moments, right? In everything that you did in the music, right? What would you say is one of your greatest achievements?
Just being able to be Denise Belfon for my fans. I say that because I've impacted so many lives. And when I say what I say, I have assisted in people who call to tell me they're going and kill themselves tonight and make them change their mind. I've touched lives of people in church who just judged me and thought that I was a promiscuous and slack woman and called and apologized. I talk about pastors from churches and they started.
I wonder what song make them think that, boy.
You jam it.
Who calls that, boy?
Yes.
I need a man to come, no matter where you're from. Like no death and done.
Denise, your damn hoe. Bring on the jam it, your damn hoe. How you could sing a song like that, eh? Yeah, boy. You remember when I wrote that song for you? When I wrote that song with Shock, right?
I was
I
vexed.
said, boy, it only have one. Yeah, only have one woman could sing this song, you know. I said, only have one woman could sing this song, and I saw you by Green Corner. I said, but I'm looking for them. I look for you all over town because them days they didn't no cell phone and thing. I say, hey, Denise Belfon, girl. Yeah, we have a song for you, girl. We have a song for you. Go, girl, go now.
So, Saucy, when you heard this song, what was your mindset when you heard it?
I didn't like it because in those years was the years when I used to get ridiculed and bashed for just looking pretty. And then I used to add to the injury where I had this attitude where I don't give a shit about what you think. I'm going and shake my ass till it fall off. So I didn't really want to do the song because I didn't want to add to the bashing. And then my sister Keisha said, girl, you going mad?
Crazy hour.
This song going to be so huge, it's a big hit. Now let me tell you this. Thank you very much, Father God, for blessing me with a sister like Keisha. All my hit songs is Keisha will ask me if I going crazy. Saucy Baby, I never like Saucy Baby.
Yeah, because you would have missed out, then.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
I never like Wine and Bend Over.
Yeah, the Wine and Bend Over.
I never like Rock Your Body.
Oh my God, you serious?
Yes. I never like Panic.
Who never Saucy?
A Janet.
So you never like
top of the list. I never like Janet.
You like none of your tune? You like none of your tune? Thank God for Keisha, boy.
Yes.
Wow, you see? Or you just need somebody there with you?
Always,
yeah, man.
For real.
Yeah. Wow.
For real.
Okay.
Wow.
Good, that's good.
Amazing.
Yeah, boy.
Amazing.
Now, in terms of international success, Denise, I mean the work from Masters at Work.
Yeah.
That was big. And I always said, well, why back in the days, soca didn't really mesh with the house more, with the house and the dance music more. I think we would have been as much further today if we did.
But I
look,
must
if now
say,
tonight.
Sorry, go ahead. You say something about.
No, I say even tonight somebody was telling me that David Guetta played it in Tomorrowland.
And mash up the place.
You know how big that was? Work in Tomorrowland from David Guetta. You ain't call David Guetta and say, hey, i's Denise Belfon, boy.
They know who I am.
Okay.
They say it's never so often and thing. The work song. We broke barriers in 2007, I think it was, right? With that work song. When I say that, I mean we were the first ever to sample and try that kind of genre of music. And we did it in Miami Beach for World Star. What was it? I forget the name of it, boy. But I performed there with Masters at Work and ripped it up. We were the first ever, and we got the actual award for Best New Dance Crossover. And in that category was Lenny Kravitz, Jennifer Lopez, somebody else, and us, and we got it.
Wow.
I remember I coming back from receiving the award and thing, and I bounced up Johnny Sung on the plane. And Johnny Sung asking me, so where I come from, and I explaining everything to him and everything. And he would be in a kind of tone like he dissing me in a kind of way, being sarcastic. So where's the award? I say, well, in my suitcase in the belly of the plane. Something like that. You're supposed to have that in your hand all the way from Miami to Trinidad. I said, for what? For what? It's gonna go down in history that we got it, and that's that.
No. You eventually left Trinidad, and you are away now, right? What was the reason for that? What was the reason for saying, you know what? Let me just take that breeze from Trinidad and Tobago and try something.
I was on tour. I had gotten an O1 visa. When you have an O1, you take advantage of the 3 years that they give you to be out here working. So when I came and settled here, it was because of business moves as an artist. So I had to get an apartment, I had to set up everything. And it just so happened that my daughter, she had gotten pregnant with my twin granddaughters. They're both 2 years old now. And we came here to shop in 2019. And just so morning, she told me she not feeling the babies moving like normal. We went to the hospital and they had to induce labor on her to take the babies before time. And from then to now, our lives changed drastically. So everything that I worked hard for, saved, every and anything that I owned, my whole life had to change because of my granddaughters. The life out here as American children and everything.
Right.
So it was.
So you moved from taking care of your mother now to your granddaughters.
Yeah.
It's come like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I had my grandmother that passed in 2017 also.
Oh yeah.
Another devastation again.
Because I remember you were always close to your grandmother. Always, yeah. You always talk about your grandmother.
Yes. Yeah. And again, history repeated itself with the depression. And let me tell all you something. A lot of people think it easy to not grieve, and I've stopped speaking to friends and even family members because they would tell me it's time to stop that now. That crying thing. You can't tell me when to stop grieving for my mother or my grandmother. I lost my father. My father is the last family member of mine that I lost on the 2nd of January this year. How are you going to tell me stop crying or grieving for them? What? I lock off people for that. But the move to come to the States was, the move to come to the States was all about me being on tour. When the pandemic hit, I was just about to do a 500 city tour in Europe, Africa, Asia, Canada, and the States. And everything just was at a halt. But God being so wonderful, one day when I realized at this point now was another low time in my life and career, being out here, I pray and ask God, whatever I did to make you angry with me, I'm sorry. Please, I don't know. If I knew, I would try to fix it. But I come in humble to you as your child, and I really want to fix whatever it is between you and I. And you know my plight, you know my heart, you know what I need to survive in this world right now. Went to sleep, I cry myself to sleep. Went to sleep and I woke up and I said, hey, I need to call Courtney Louis from St. Lucia, because me and Ricky T had just done ha ha ha. But we had it on the back burner because of all that was going on. However, I said, Kurti, let we really say how now the world and in so much turmoil and the Caribbean diaspora, everybody just so down and you know, out and whatever. Like we just bust a tune and make people happy again. And he said, Denise, you know, St. Lucia is more conservative to us Trinidadians, right? And he said, Denise, if we do that, we'll be sending a bad message to the public and the world. And I don't really want to, you know, release it because it's not going to be right and whatever. So, but all right, no problem. Whatever. That was my attitude. Boom. My niece, Brittany, we talking like 2 days after, and she telling me, Auntie, are you on TikTok? I said, no. What is that? She explained to me. She said, Auntie, why don't you do a challenge with one of your songs? Because that's the latest craze now, and everybody, you know, because of the pandemic, that's all they could do. I said, well, I don't know, challenge. So what doing? What challenging? What saying? Why calling people to compete against me to dance? What it is? And she went into depth and said to me, this is how it have to go. So she spoke to one of her friends from We Match, and the morning after the conversation, they had it on their page. If Denise Belfon was a dance instructor telling you to do the put your back in it and whatever now. That is the song they chose. Yes.
What? Yeah, man. Nice, man.
Right? Listen to me now. Listen to me, right? You see, when I went to sleep and wake up like a few days after, when I posted it, it was just out there on TikTok and whatever. 3 days after, I see 20 million views. I said, I watch the screen and I say, I checking to see if it's the correct amount of zeros.
If it's the correct number.
Yeah.
So I called Patch. I said, Patch. But the night before, I was getting a pain in my neck now. So I tell him, I say, I need to go by the doctor because I want to go and see what is this pain I feeling in my neck. The next day, I call in Italy. I say, you know, the tune, the put your back in it, it gone viral and it's 40 million views here, ma'am. That pain we had last night, I feel that's what that's what you're experiencing right now. 40 million views, you say, no? I say, yes. So I screenshot it and I sent it to him. Boom, I see 2 days after, 60 million. Then it started to go up 182. Then I started to see Will Smith. I see the double dose twins. I see this one. I see all kind of different videos and versions of the song. I said, what? What really going on here?
I watch now. No, listen to this, right? Listen to this, right? Respect to every single artist, right? But no artist from our country has accomplished that. Eh?
No.
No artist, right? No artist. And it goes back with what I'm going to say. Somebody said something on the live here. And what the person said, I can't remember the name. It was early on. They were saying on the live that Saucy Denise Belfon needs more respect in the game. You know what I say? Give more flowers now. Don't wait until I pass to give more flowers. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I have news for everybody that's on the live right now. My children have already said that anytime I was to pass away, God forbid, they say they hope is not now, no time soon, that the hope is 105. I always say, I want to live to see 105. But they already said any government official, anybody coming to get them anything for me after I go on, they're not going to accept it. They're not. And I can't be vexed with them for that.
I don't blame them.
Basically say the same thing.
No, why they say? I just say when I'm dead, don't play my music. Or they don't play my music. If you play it while alive, don't play my music.
Thank you.
And I have a list of people, I don't want them at funeral at all. I make a list.
Thank you. Yeah. May his soul rest in peace, Brother Resistance.
Brother Resistance. You ring the bell all day today. All day today is ring the bell, ring the bell.
Thank you, right.
Like it's only one song here.
Right. And here the next thing too. Yeah, what I don't like. Why every time somebody pass away, then everybody is remember who they is or who they were to our
what they
culture? Hmm?
did.
Why? I'm tired. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm tired of it, honestly. And I wish something could be implemented and put in place for this not to be that all of us could get the recognition and the love and the accolades and the respect and support that we need. Why it is if I am Denise Belfon, if I come to you as somebody who running our government for help, why it have the people in the office fighting me down because you making money? Why she must come and ask? I am a Trinidad and Tobagonian citizen. I could ask her whatever I want. That is my right. Because you feel I'm making money, I don't need to ask for assistance. You're out of place. You understand me? I find you out of place. I have my government house. They say because I is a soca artist, I not supposed to have no government house. You're fast and out of place.
Government house.
You're fast and out of place.
On the note of what you're discussing, right? It's a lot of artists also I've seen on the live. What are some of the challenges you face as a female in the industry? You don't need to call names, but I think you can talk about some of the serious challenges.
Denise ain't afraid to call name now?
No, I don't afraid to call no name and nobody. Well, come on.
Yeah.
The challenges that I'm faced with is the people that run it find that Denise Belfon supposed to be put in a box because the now and upcoming ones need to shine. Nobody didn't put whoever was in front of me in no box. I had to come and fight and work my way to get to where I am today. Right? Don't tell me she or he talent better more than mine. And the younger, and that younger bullshit talk, I had enough of that too. Because in America, in Africa, in Canada, wherever in the world, the UK,
they don't care about that. They don't care about that.
Age when it comes to talent. Know your place. It's only we as the Caribbean people, especially Trinidadians, like to talk that old and young bullshit.
Denise, half of them young girls can't stand up on a stage.
They can't whine like you.
Words out of my mouth.
They can't whine like you.
Words out my mouth.
They can't whine. Them could stick it. Them could stick it like you. Why them is matchstick? Matchstick them is no match. Them can't stick it.
I've seen other artists, male and female, beg to not go on after me. I will be carded to perform a certain time, and because everybody knows that I am there before them.
Yeah, they want to go on.
I reach down in the end of the show to close off the show. Oh God,
I witnessed that already.
Right. If you wanted me to close off the show, tell me come for that time. Don't tell me come
they
for
want
10
to
o'clock. And I there from 10 till after 3 in the morning when the party finished. And don't do me them thing. You know it's the Dan. You know it's the goat.
The whining queen.
Yes.
Watch me, a man climb up on my back to watch you already. This man, boy. I need this man climbing up on my back to watch Denise.
No, Denise.
Yes.
Every show that I've seen you on perform, you destroy. I've never seen Denise on a show. She could be having a bad night. I've never seen that in your career. You as an artist, you're versatile. A lot of people don't know Denise could really truly sing. Like sing a Patti LaBelle, sing a Whitney Houston. You know, a lot of people, because a lot of times soca artists, they watch, you can sing a soca, you can sing a soca. But you are one of the artists, one of the few that could really belch out vocals now. You know what I mean? And I guess that came from, being part of a choir, the initial stages.
That's how my career started, singing covers.
Yeah.
So it's good vibes. So, what next for Denise Belfon?
I'm actually working on some projects out here with the real Big Skip. He is a young producer slash DJ slash songwriter that has been working with the likes of Capella Gray, Mr. Chicken, Young Devin. He's around a lot of record executives that want newness, that want that new sound and that new look and everything. And nobody in talking about how old I is. They just love my fire. They love my energy. They love my personality.
Your personality.
And they
Speaking
love
of
that
personality,
I'm
I see you're on radio and thing now. You're doing radio and thing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about that now. Tell us about that now.
Anybody who want to come on the live too, and you don't have a little conversation with Denise, the fans feel free to join you.
We have a surprise too.
Right.
We have a surprise too, and she on the live there. She on there already. Yeah.
Right.
But
So
we're going to bring on a little later.
Right.
But
so
the radio scene, Denise.
And talk to Saucy. But go ahead. Go ahead,
yeah, the radio scene. Tell us about the radio. Because I remember there was a time even Obi wanted to put you on radio here. We always say that, Denise could do radio,
I was on Boom Champions, you forget?
Yeah. You was on the, true.
Me and Polo and them used to do the Chronicles of a Player.
All right, yes.
That's where it started off for me. And then I did something with 96.1 with Paul Richards on a Sunday. And the young lady that passed away, Kimberly.
All right.
Yeah, and I mean it was a good vibe.
Experience, yeah.
Yes, the radio station out here now was created for artists who don't ever get the recognition to be heard and seen. Now all around the world, excuse me, it's so sad that everybody are followers. It hardly have trendsetters. So when I say that, plenty DJs don't want to bet or take a chance on releasing new music and making the world hear and see a new artist. So I created that.
But the Jamaicans just do it.
But I'm a point. They just do what they need to do to get out there. We prefer to stifle who we think going and be a triple threat to who them really want to push. Now, let me just bring it back to the picture back in it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like the fact that I was the artist that
get
did
a break.
bus internationally again this time around in my career, right?
Turn up the face, turn up the nose.
Right. Work was done 21 years ago. I was
Still
robbed. I was raped. I was taken advantage of by those people who created that project. I never got a penny for work. And I thank God for this young man named the Real DJ Flex from Ghana to do the remix and come up with Put You Back in It. Where I went and do over my vocals and I do over everything. And they can't rob me again.
So it come like a new song you do there.
Right. They say TikTok don't pay. But in one of my tunes I say, I just take a selfie and TikTok pay me. That is the honest truth. Right?
Yeah, boy.
Back
TikTok music.
Yeah, they do pay. I could show you how to go about getting your money, your royalties from the different people that collect around the world for you and everything. That's why I'm happy to be out here where my career is concerned. Right? Back to what we was talking about now. There was Vex. I was the artist who get a bus.
Yeah.
Right? You can't be vexed with God. When God say yes, no man can say no.
Oh man,
true that.
They talk and they say, but what is the big deal about? There's an old tune she bring back. Okay.
Yeah, but all right. How many songs people sing from the past came back?
Samples.
Sean Paul.
Everything now coming back.
Thank you.
Everything, movies, everything coming back. Everything, music, everything coming back.
By the way, the song is on one of the Netflix series right now. I always forget the name of the damn show. But Put You Back in It. Yeah.
Okay. Lord, that look fair. And also watch me. We have a next song potential to be in another movie that's coming up. To let them talk now. They go talk about that too.
Let them know.
Let them know. Right. So right now you're in a good place, Belfon. You're in a good place now.
Mentally,
Tell me, you're in a good place.
mentally and spiritually. As I was saying, where the radio station was concerned, I created it together with Fojo and another artist named Gadichi. They both of them from Guyana.
I know
give
Fojo,
artists the opportunity to be heard and see. We don't play top 10 and top 20. We just play everybody music. And I get that discipline and that vibe from working on Boom Champions. Because Boom Champions used to play everybody and the mother under the sun music. So
well, used to.
Same vibe, right? Used to, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the correction.
Yeah, boy.
Because I find like since you stop walking my airplane shop, boy.
Well,
you know,
I just have a song for Denise. I just have music. I just have music for Denise.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. So we're in a good place. So the feature. So let me play the new thing there. You have this new thing with the big skip. Big skip. Nice, you know. I like the tempo, boy.
This was written for all the ladies that live their lives like me. I've been a single mother for 26 years. Since my son born, I've been a single mom. And don't give up. Your man don't like you. Your man always have finding fault with you, whatever it is. You build the courage eventually to move on. If you paying all the bills and you doing all what you doing, taking care of the children, yourself, the man and all, the man family, everybody, what you doing there? Move on. And that is how I built myself eventually over the years.
But you had to learn it the hard way.
Yes.
Learn it the hard way.
Over and over again. Depression is real. I've been through it. And you see, prayer, if you're not close to God, crap will smoke your pipe. You see, faith, you can't learn that yesterday. You have to be born into that. You grow up from a foundation where your great-grandparents and your grandparents teach you that. Will what it is you want. You talk to your father, and if it is to be, it will be. If it is not to be, then so be it. You can't fly in God's face. And I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, man, Belfon, you're a queen, man. Are we taking this song there?
Yes.
Big skip.
You's a queen, I's a queen. You know what I mean? So why is it sin? Another sister will fight you down. You guys let's get us fix that crown. Cause you's a queen, I's a queen. You know what I mean? So why is it sin? The union start not just break it off. Break it off. Your man don't rate you, just cut him off. Cause you's a queen, I's a queen. You know what I mean? So why is it sin? Cut him off, shut him off, cut him off, shut him off. You's a queen, I's a queen, you're a queen, me a queen. Shut him off, cut him off, shut him off, cut him off. You's a queen,
yeah, man.
I's a queen, me a queen.
Lovely.
Nice tune to empower the woman. Now imagine that some DJs might see this in the email and they want to listen to it because it's this Denise Belfon. And she look, I'm gonna cuss on this live,
Yes, you know what you're saying.
Hey, who's that?
What I love about this song, it brings out your vocals. You know,
nice, the raspy, sexy raspiness.
You know, a lot of times it's soca, and so many elements in this soca. It sounds noisy, but this song, it has that airy, that spacey, that
talk about that thing. Yeah, we have somebody on the live there. Introduce who's that person, who's that woman there?
Oh boy.
Sista Ron.
Be introduction now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, right now on the live, we have the one and only. Do you remember the Kisskadee Caravan? You would remember one of the biggest songs. It was an album by 3 other artists, 4 artists. Oh God, the Kisskadee Caravan. The first bus out tune. Sista Ron. Sister Ron, boy.
I go. You see that introduction? That win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, God. Yeah, boy. Look, we had to play
Sister
tune
Ron,
too.
Sister Ron, what you been up to?
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Listen, that's years and years, Saucy.
Baby.
I love listening to every word you had to say there just now. Queen, big up yourself in all kind of ways.
Thank you so
All
much.
kind
Thank
of
you.
ways.
Thank
What
you.
strength. I
Thanks
love
a lot,
Yeah,
babe.
for those who don't remember,
Rubbing on my rope to a shot track. It's like this, it's like that. You're a man with the people. You can get me the carpet around the floor. I don't give a damn. I see what the facts are on. I think I'm fucking the bricks all the rest of the back is on the sister.
Is that a man who was supposed to be on the live there? Where he is?
Boy, I don't know.
Where he is?
I tried to
Where
get
he
someone, I don't
is?
know.
Always unruly.
Look at me.
Unruly.
Here she
Always
come. Look at me.
unruly.
He on me, you know that.
There she comes. I tell you about that fella, you know, I say, sure, boy. I say, boy. Anyway, boy. Yes, Sister Ron, girl. Rhonda, boy. So what's up, Rhonda? What state? Where you live? Where you live now? Where you at now? Where you live now?
I'm in Miami.
Oh, Miami. Nice, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, I hop, skip, and jump away all the time from Trinidad. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. It was
I
yesterday,
waiting
the other
for
day.
it to get past the COVID, and you know what I'm saying? I ready again. I
Watch
miss
that.
home.
Watch that. You know what I like? Boy, Sister Ron and Denise looking like 16 still, you know?
Nice, boy. When you live good. Yeah, boy.
You looking like 16 still.
You're looking like TikTok mommies. You know, there are some ladies on TikTok over 40, over 50. Real into them now. You know, watching them in TikTok
Looking
mommies.
That's good.
You ain't easy.
Beautiful. Yeah, only live good, man. That the music, when the music have you and you're living good still and your heart good, you must look young and nice.
You must
Yeah.
look young
So,
and
Sister
nice.
Ron, you heard Denise talking there, you know what I mean, about lifestyles and struggles and things. You've been through anything as that or anything you want to share with us?
I definitely think, but as humans, we go through struggles. As women, the other day I telling my cousin I coming back as a man next life because you see woman.
Careful. You can do it now if you wish.
Listen,
Yeah, you can do it now, you know. Yeah,
laughing
and go Olympics.
I'm telling you, from the time we start getting, dare I say, from period cramps to having baby, everything is pain and emotion.
Yeah.
And trials and children, women have it to do, boys. So yes, I had my struggles and I had health issues that just blew me out the water and shocked me. I had a kidney transplant 12 years ago. People could never look at me and just see that, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't really wear things on my sleeve like that. But, you know, you had struggles. But I am a Capricorn. I is one of them jump up and solve the problem quick. Where's the solution? Let me get to it, you know? But, jeez, yeah, man. Life does bring them. Life does bring these struggles. And it's a matter of how you're dealing with it.
How you deal with it. Yeah, how you deal with it.
Sister Ron, tell me, Sister Ron, how did you come into the business? How you came into the business? From the Kisskadee Caravan.
I came into the business in Trinidad. It was like when Caribbean Sound Basin came about. Caribbean Sound Basin was like, they had Gage from Ghettorians and General Grant. Well, they didn't have General Grant yet, but they had Ghettorians was there. They was like the first ones there. And they were sort of like pulling in talent. You know, a female rapper boy. Me and Gage, we grew up like his sister Daniel was my best friend.
Okay,
so
right.
Sleeping over at the house, you know, kind of thing. So we always used to be on the little freestyling. We was some real Trini rapping somebodies. We wasn't on soca at all. We was hard hip hop. So we used to be rapping. So once they asked in Caribbean Sound Basin if you know a rapper, then a female rapper, he was like, yeah, I know the person, boy. And he come, I was working at Lyman Casuals in Console Mall. And he come and he say, listen, they're asking for a female rapper. And I think I said, boy, well, yeah, boy, let me go. And we went there. And I had I remember they said, well, let me hear you. And I remember I had a little quick tongue alphabet rap. A for the apple, B for the apple, C for the cat, and D for the dog.
Spit something faster.
Yeah, but that's why I know spit to that.
No, she does do it. She does know the A for apple, B for banana, C for cat, and D for dog, and E for egg, and F for frog. No, she do it.
So I was like,
she might be real so fast and fry past, man.
Yeah, fry pan, real fast, real quick. And them days was the fast rap, the tongue twisters.
It was a tongue twister, and they like that. So they was like, they look at Gage and they be like, listen, you could write something for her, you know, him with the chorus like this. He wrote Sister Ron Come. Before that,
okay.
with my partner, then my
KC,
Ron and KC.
KC, yeah boy, KC,
Here we are, Ron and KC. We was like the salt and pepper of Trinidad.
Right, yeah.
So yeah.
Mr. Ron and KC, boy.
And but KC was like, yeah. But was our last studio time and think she didn't like the late nights, the hardy work.
Yeah.
She said, go ahead, girl, do your thing. And Sister Ron came about, you know, like through that. It felt like one of the easiest get into a position that you possibly can. I'm not gonna lie. It was disbelievable for me. I was in shock the whole time. I tell you,
but it was a great time. It was a good time for the music out in Trinidad.
He used to look at me and say, Ron, I don't think you know who he is. And I was like, yeah, what's going on? Is Sister Ron going on? And
I want to find out something. Denise.
Yeah. Denise, what's going on?
Before
you need to drink some water. You drink some water.
God, oh God. It's the pollen. It's the pollen.
You gotta drink some you juice out there, boy, Denise. You gotta get some you juice.
I need some.
You gotta send some you juice.
I would love that.
You know, RKG's our next bottle you're drinking it, the 2 bottles you're drinking it.
What do you mean?
What? Well, boy, take care of your next child, eh? Watch yourself.
People are seeing Sister Ron right here on Instagram, Sister Ron.
Yeah, tell them what the follow you to know.
Before you came right after the Kisskadee Caravan era.
I was a part of the Kisskadee Caravan.
The Caravan, the soca part.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
We were No Compromise.
Right, yes, that was the first album.
I had to ask them questions. I was still in primary school.
Yeah, young chicken. Young chicken, you know.
That's where Wine Like a Dog came from. That was my first
debut
on Kisskadee Caravan with that.
Is that after No Compromise, I got nominated Best New Artist of the Caribbean, and I came up to the States for that. And when I came up for that at the Apollo Theater, that's when I get through my green card. My mom was doing the green card.
Oh, they're going for the water. Come in.
Go for the water. Yeah. All right, no problem.
So they do the No Compromise. When they did No Compromise and I left because I got nominated, I was there. And then when Kisskadee Caravan came out, I wasn't in Trinidad. I didn't know nothing about. I was hearing after a while that this whole caravan. I said, we know they say caravan. What do you mean? And then
that way wasn't senior.
So I was trying to get some clear. So you were part of the Kisskadee Caravan in terms of the song being played, but
they put the song on it.
Yeah. Right, but you weren't here.
Yeah, but I wasn't there.
Seriously.
Compromise came out, and it was me, Getorians, General Grant, and Kindred. That was the four people on No Compromise. And then I left and I came to the States, getting nominated Best New Artist of the Caribbean and stuff like that. And then Kisskadee Caravan dropped. I didn't come back. I migrated.
Oh, but you know, people used to feel like, they're fighting on the female artists. So, because people here used to feel, but they're fighting on the female artists. How come we can't see Sister or nothing at all?
My fault. Anybody who watching, it's not really my fault, but it's kind of my fault. I did
your opportunity, that the opportunity arose and you took advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, that particular opportunity and kind of like the way things was going, really, you know what I'm saying, from an artist's point of view. And then when I came here with certain connects that just, when you talk about a woman and struggles, it was all about who probably wants to sleep with you to do this. And who wants to be woman? And I am like, I am not doing that. So I leave and just do other stuff, you know, for living's sake. You know, then I had my children, I grow my kids and stuff. So it's stuff like that. But because I wouldn't compromise myself for all these.
No compromise.
Like they forget where I come from.
I'm musically, Sister Ron, musically, where you at right now? Musically, what are you doing presently?
Right now, I've started to reinvent myself within the past couple of years. So it's been a reinventing of Sister Ron. Now, can I still spit? Mr. On top of the red one, version, another black, Asiatic woman, you know, black as I am, I can still do that. Nobody ain't saying no, but I'm a mature woman. I'm a mature, you know, you feel like you're more mature and you kind of reinvent yourself. And honestly, just like Denise was talking about age, I could tell anybody, don't put that on yourself, because the way I create now, you know, is unbelievable to me. The things I could come up with, you could drop a rhythm, I spitting on it, I think my songs and them just gas me up so much. I just doing it all. Now I found myself.
Sorry, baby, go ahead.
Now I find myself doing more vocals, more singing, and I'm feeling like I really want to connect with a lot of people. Like I connect with Peter, Wildfire, Noel, and Peter have me pulling out vocals, and anybody who could. I was like, wait, I have that in me. And I just be mad at myself. I just beat up myself for stuff I didn't find out about myself back then.
Before,
It was supposed to happen now. It was supposed to happen now.
That's what I said, Denise. And I said, let me not, you know, people like Sidway and all of them be like, Ron, don't fight up yourself, because if it happening nowadays when it was supposed to happen, the way I could pen a tune right now, or the way, you know what I'm saying, the vibes I picking up right now, and it's still very relevant. You know, it's not sung in old school, it's not sung in, you know, the blowing people. So I'm like, this is the me now. And I wouldn't stop reinventing, I wouldn't stop going.
Now, both of you all came from that Kisskadee Caravan era, right? Now, there's a new movement called Trini Bad.
Oh, I love it.
What are your thoughts?
I'm ready to touch it. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. When I say I love it, let me curve a little bit, because I don't like the set of gun or killing or the thing, but as a musician, you see the move, you see the rhythm of it, you see the vibe behind it. I feel like I done put on something on that already. I can't help it when music feels good. Is when I listen to certain content, I be like, what's going on? And then I just hear other artists do like more positive things on it and think I do like the feel of it. I like the beat of it, but not too much, not too much of the negative content, people. But
and Denise, your take on it.
Well, I is the original Zessa.
Right.
Hey.
So when that vibe started, that movement started, I was like, okay, wonderful. I am 150% for the whole movement. Negative, positive, whatever vibes the artists feel and bring to the table.
Right.
I good. It don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Right? Once it sounds good, because at the end of the day, you have to appeal to the masses.
Yes.
And if the masses gonna take a man walking with a flicking desert eagle and love it, you can't be vexed with that, because that's what the masses want.
Right.
The one who come with the nice and dandy voice and singing, but the ladies pum and it's so tight and beautiful and flowers and everything. We love you too. Because that's what life is about. Life is about variety. And you must bust at Tech 9 ever so often. You must.
It does happen, and then you're in the song.
It have the ladies who love the gunmen in the hole. It have the ladies who love the.
Listen, I'm in Miami. Let me tell you something. When that come on, when that come on and dance here, we love it.
Let me get it, Rhonda. Let me get it.
One belt on the goal I have.
Here she comes.
Real time. Let's sit on the floor like Angela. Legs open like umbrella, strong like Mandela. This girl from Anguilla, body cock like antenna.
Hey,
we just freestyle here, but we don't sing over tune, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
Let me hear freestyle.
Well, I don't freestyle. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, only Denise Belfon allowed not to freestyle. Yeah, boy. So they like this, so they like it. But the thing is there variety in
lyrics like me, Denise. Don't worry. You don't even tell us.
Oh God, I write lyrics. Come on, man. Come on, you know, man.
He's a lyricist.
But in terms of the zest, is there variety? You mentioned variety, but is there variety in the Trinidad, the zest thing, but the Trinidad, you know what the difference between the Trinidad and the zest, right?
I don't know. I just like both of them. If it are two,
Oh, you
I
like
like
both of
both
them?
of them. I
Okay,
like
so
Okay,
agree
okay.
Sparrow.
on that because
I
I
like
feel
both
like
of
I put
them.
them both
Yeah.
together too. So if there's a
Yeah,
difference, so they got to school me on that. I
yeah.
like the whole vibe of it. And when I hear the
Yeah,
female version go off on it,
the movement. Yeah. To me, it's the greatest movement since the
oh,
Kiskadee
BIL
no,
and
listen,
Caravan.
listen, the
MIL,
Kiskadee, that's
BIL
my
and
Yeah.
MIL to the world. Like my words.
Yeah.
BIL,
Yeah.
MIL
Yeah.
to the world.
right, right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Now listen up.
I
Now
love
listen
it.
up, right? Now hear this, right? Now the zest, the Trinidad has dominated, right? When you look on YouTube, these guys getting in a week time 2
Millions
million
and
views, 3
Yeah,
million,
millions of
yeah.
views.
right?
And
Everybody's
Yeah.
looking at the
soca
numbers. Hear
music,
me, what going on?
soca music
Mad.
can't even get half of that.
Well, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going because it's had an era within the last 10 years of soca music. After the Kevin Little and the Rupee, where the music, they decided to slow down the BPM on the music. And it got groovy. We had groovy carnivals, right? Now, if you realize the Islanders, the Spice Mask, we did soca, St. Vincent, a lot of those other islands coming and dominating the sound of soca locally, well, here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
While we were doing the up-tempo vibes all the time, and they say, hey, that up-tempo thing ain't working, we have to see doing the thing. Look what happened now. Look what happened within the last couple of years.
Right.
What happened?
The Grenada, Mr. Killer, and the list goes on, right? Ricky T, all of those artists that give me that hardcore soca.
Why you think that happened?
Yeah, tell them why it happened, Denise. It happened because what we was
I'm
talking
gonna
about
tell him.
before.
I want to hear from him first.
Yeah. Where we are, why it happened,
I
RKG?
think a lot of us, because one of the reasons is people love to follow. That is one, right? And the other, I think we lost the true essence of it. Because when it all right, they are groovy songs and they are power songs, but also soca mona got a big play in that also. When you think about it, because groovy had dominated that time where they had the groovy category in soca mona. If you remember that, bass.
The
Right?
groovy. Well, no matter that. I don't think that is why it happened. But let me hear why Denise thinks it happened.
Yeah.
It happened because we don't really care about what we own and what we have, right?
Right.
And on an interview, they had asked me how I feel about Mr. Killer winning Soca Monarch. I said 100%. I was on the stage jumping. I did a split. I screamed. I shout for joy. Because if we could see
Split boy.
how easy it is to give away what we have, what are going and get vexed for? We don't cherish what we have, but when someone comes and dominates or stands up harder than us, we vex.
We vex.
Why
Yeah, we vex.
he had to win? He not from Trinidad and Tobago. He not. But what Trinidad and Tobago contributed, it could not stand up to what he brought to us. Presentation-wise, sound-wise, everything, it couldn't stand up to nothing on the night.
Right.
And who was vexed with me for making that statement? Tough.
Trinidadians.
Tough. Because at the end of the day, if we could feel comfortable to give it away, who am I to say, don't?
Right.
I ain't taking nothing away from Mr. Killer, you know.
Yeah, we understand what you're
Right?
saying.
But we give it, we give our gems away all the time. So don't be angry when somebody comes and capitalize and work it better than us. Don't be angry for that. Because if I come and find the formula as a soca artist, you see I do that, a soca artist,
you ain't gonna hold that back.
To bust like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and all them Doja Cat and all of them, you feel I go in and give it to anybody else? No. I come and find out the secret to be out there on the international tip.
Yeah,
So if they come and find out that have weak links and holes and different things that they can manipulate and come and make their own, Don't be vexed with the man or the men and them or the girl and them for that. Everybody,
man.
certain people didn't like these zest vibes and the this and the that and the other. What is that they really saying? What is they talking? What is they singing? What language is that they're trying to say? Now, let me tell you something. I love these zest vibes and everything, right? But I feel embarrassed at times when I could hear my Trini artists and them on the zest vibes trying to emulate the Jamaican patois. We sound stupid.
So what you're saying, keep your style, do your thing, but don't use the patois.
Do you?
Just do us.
You ever hear me sing a soca and I trying to song like Nicki Minaj? Or I trying to song like flicking Cardi? Or I trying to, come on man, you hear Sista Ron just do she spitting. You hear she try to song like an American?
Yeah. And
Come on.
I like the Trini accents in the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the zesters and them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But that trying to speak Jamaican patois, it crawls my blood and it irks me. Because you do not have the patois down pat. You don't have the patois down pat.
You're not
Jamaicans
Jamaican, man.
want to know what they're saying. I'm around Jamaicans all the time.
And they want
My
to know
great grandmother was a Jamaican. I know what it is. And I never talk no Jamaican patois. My great grandmother was Jamaican. My mother's grandmother was Jamaican.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Beautiful. So Denise, with all these people we are working with and stuff and you're out there international, I know if you could get maybe sometime in the future a combination of Sista Ron, Denise Belfon combination maybe.
I would love that.
Listen to me.
I would love that.
That would be all kind of honor and
You
fire
telling me?
at the same time.
I would love that.
Fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So we have great things to come. Yeah. Housewives of Atlanta, certain things put in the mix too.
Yep.
Some Kool-Aid mixing. The movie Third Base. Certain things to come, you know that.
Yeah, man.
Right?
But I don't tell you all my business, but I just talk too much about it.
We ain't hiding nothing.
They go blight me. You know, they're wicked out there. They're wicked out there, you know, Denise. You talk too much, I think you're wicked out there.
Hold on. I supposed to jump out there soon.
Right.
Outside.
Right.
So that song, what we do, about 4 or 5 years ago, we need to do our music. We got to come in and meet you, we got to do our music video for that.
No problem.
I just always say a year is like a day in music, you know.
Yes.
So it could happen whenever.
Very true, because listen to me, Put You Back in the remix of Work was done 2 years ago as a remix.
All right. Oh, okay. Wow, okay.
2 years ago by that guy, the real DJ Flex.
Yeah.
And me being the pushy person that I am, I reach out to him and I say, hey, what up? Let's do some shit together. And we did over the vocals and the rest is history. Right. 283 million views, hashtag streams worldwide.
Okay.
I'm in the top 2,000 worldwide with Put Your Back in it on TikTok. That's
you with your old self?
Yes,
you with your old self. God for me, eh?
Gone your way, Denise.
Yeah, me with my tanty self.
There's something taking place right now in the industry, and even on an international scale. And I don't know if you all know about it. I'm gonna tell you about it. You know the song Jerusalem?
Yes, the woman ain't got no money.
Right, so there's a situation right now where she and the producer, apparently they had a verbal agreement where she's supposed to get 50 and he's supposed to get 50.
Right.
But what she is saying, she didn't receive any money paid. But what he is saying is because she didn't agree on the 50-50, the money is still there for her. But she wants more than the 50. What is your take on that as artists?
Well, I don't know what is the true story.
Right.
If she really wants more than the 50, then she's going to be, you know, reneging on the verbal agreement. So that would be a big problem. But if she have the 50 to get, then that is what she deserves to get. The 50, you can't want more and you didn't negotiate for more.
Yeah, it's not like you can scratch what was said and go back and
correct.
And the way how that song was big too, that might be 50 million. You want more than that, you agree, yeah?
Thank you.
Might
all I want is 5.
Right.
Yeah, tell me. US you talking about, right?
But you know what, a similar situation like that? Sister Nancy with what the bam bam bam, you know.
I just saying that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. She only knows how to get her money.
Wow.
After all those years.
That's okay.
Yeah, but of course,
because I now start getting my money too after all those years.
Yeah, money because the business is much better now than it was back then now, you know.
Yeah.
Business is money. Business is business now.
I've been singing for 26 years now. And out of 26 years, I only learned about everything in 2020.
Wow.
And I'm now reaping the benefits of what has been pending, not for the 26 years, because you can't get things past, some of them say 15 and some say 11 years. So what you're going to receive for the past 15 and the past 11 is money I never had before, so I'm grateful.
and you deserve it because it is energy that you put out there.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So yeah, let it come your way, man.
Yeah. So what about
give me doubles price.
Give her your doubles now, but what about Casey, Ron? Where Casey is now? You're still in contact with Casey?
Yeah, man.
Or anybody else?
Well, that's my girl. She here living, looking fabulous too. Yeah,
okay,
man.
nice man. What about other people from the caravan?
Huh?
What about other people from the caravan? Why didn't call Grant and tell him sure?
We are gonna tell you that I thought Grant's supposed to be here. Is Grant?
But then what tell you should I call him?
What?
Boy, I don't know.
Is Grant? Why I hear gaping? You know the scene.
Yeah, boy. Well, Grant is Grant. Grant is Grant.
Grant is Grant.
Grant is Grant. Grant is Grant. We love Grant. We love Grant.
You don't normally somebody come into join the live. Like, oh, Denise, you see Denise on the live, Sister Ron. I even see Grant on the live.
Nah. Grant.
Shimazzy don't even know about the live.
Live, yeah. When you tell him live, you will be done by the radio station.
Don't do that thing.
He might be like number fat one, right?
Yeah, live.
Oh
gosh.
With Granty boy.
You'll be on my station.
7 times, right? I'm gonna say 7 times.
Yeah, that boy. But how did Grant end up in the Sister Ron come? How Grant ended up in the Sister Ron come?
That was linkage, and I think it was Gage as well. Gage knew Grant. Yes, I knew him as a talent and stuff. He was a man, that knew people. So Gage kind of pulled that together as well. When they figured, we could really do it. Somebody on the hook of this and brought him. I was so pleased every single step they was taking and so shocked. But yeah, that was a great addition too.
And what about working with Shell Shock? You had any experience? We was talking about working with Shock. How was your experience working with Shock?
When Denise was talking about Shock, that's my baby though. But this mannerisms, listen.
He was just different, and that was what made him who he was.
Great.
He was different. He put you through. He did put you through like the most challenges, but that's the producers you like to work with. You want people to bring out the best.
Because
you see when he stand up and he start to dance and he bust out you're tuned down.
You know that, you feel happy, boy. You have your much man. Now you're going on studio, every producer doing so, man. But when you see Shock start to do so, you could bet your bottom dollar, so if he ain't doing that, something wrong.
Scratch the project because once a man get up and he is a win.
Yeah. And when you see he compliment you, gosh, you feel like a bite of shilling.
You
feel good.
Them feel so intimidated. I feel I was so young and a little scary. Had some, I don't know now, boy.
What would you say that did for you as? What would you all say that did for you as artists, though? him being strict the way he was?
It was challenges. It was definitely challenging and pushing you to be in your better self. It put me in like a whole thought. But what shocked me when he said, "Run, you see this is what I hear and this is what I see, and you're doing and thing," and then it challenged you to another level.
To
You
step up.
understand? But I think like me being young as how I was, it almost kind of, I don't want to blame it on him, but it's like the challenge was real strong. You know, so it's like I
For
had to
me,
pause out for a while. If he said that if he was here, may he rest in peace, say that today, he could get in the studio that day. I can pull it out right then and say, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That is who I am now. You understand? I'm gonna sit down in the studio. We need 8 more. We need 8 more bars for that. All right, not a problem. All right, I'm ready. That is who I am now. I wasn't that person back then, and
for me,
And Denise,
with shock, I just used to take in everything he's saying to me, because I've always had this way where criticism is what drives me. So if you tell me you song like a cunt, oh sorry, if you song
Yeah, you should say no. You should say rats full. You should say rats full. Rats full. That's rats full.
yeah.
Rats full.
that's what he's saying.
Yes, if he
tell me
said that, then okay. That means I need to step up my shit for Shell Shock to give me the hit that he know we came here to make together.
That's right.
And as I fix the rats for,
Yeah.
he sit
That's
down,
Yes. That
he get up, he stand up, and he bust his little step wine, and he say, yes, that's it.
I said it.
You can
And
go
you don't
now.
care who you are.
No, you
You
don't
could
care
be
who
the
you are.
biggest artist. Biggest artist. You could be
then
the
he say,
biggest artist. You
You
know?
can leave now.
It's okay.
You can leave. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so what? When tomorrow? Oh God, you can leave now.
You're done. You're
Yeah,
done.
but
Don't he have to do
because
Man,
you know,
when
it's a feel
done
like
the song.
yeah. You
on the note of producers, right? You also there was an era where Denise they worked with KMC,
Yes.
right? You know, how was that experience back then?
I used to feel big, bad, and tanto working with KMC, because that movement, what he created, KMC and I are the only 2 Trini artists that come from learning a few tricks of the trade under Bounty Killer Alliance in Jamaica, right? So we came and we applied what we learned out there to our genre in Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what made us the force that we were when we worked together. Rolling with KMC, it was the biggest and best 6 years of my career, year after year after year after year. Only certain artists used to be put on rhythms to ride, and Denise Belfon was the only female with all the men on them for them 6 years.
Bad.
KMC is a
Big up
boss.
to KMC, boy.
Yeah.
Big up KMC. Big
For
up
real.
KMC.
yeah, buddy.
What are
Yeah, ladies.
I mean, and this question is for both of you all. What are somebody? All right, if you all, let's say, you're given an opportunity to work with somebody newer, the new era artist, whether it's local, regional, international. I mean, Sister Ron, if you want to go first on this.
Oh, good. Newer artists. Listen, I am so. Let me say new from all. Okay, I'm gonna stop fumbling. Bungie Garlin, Nadia Batson, Nyla Awesome, Denise Saucy while Belfon because she bad in the backside.
KG that life going on cut off, eh?
I'm gonna put it have a white. I am so.
Stick in there, okay.
How rude.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
No, so the thing is that I have so much admiration for all the talent that is out there. The Nylas, it's like just so many, and everybody flavor and everybody's style. When I'm listening, it does make me just start to pen because it's just so influential all around the clock. I'm really, really pleased with the way the game has stepped up. I'm pleased with how I'm seeing less limitations that people are putting on themselves, that they are more out of the box, you know, so I'm really impressed with that. So a lot of the artists right now,
I like that.
I've been a kind of, besides General Grants, I've been kind of like a little loner, you know. And it's one that
Right,
is
right.
intimidation, like
me.
this and never say run them a pen a song for you. Or I don't know where it is, but we go a plug in.
I'm leaving with you.
We just,
Me, I would like
everybody have a like a vibe and a feeling it.
I would like to work with Jelano. I'd like to work with
them Trinidad people is like
Skilly Bang. I'd like to work with Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion,
I can see that.
Lady Saw. If she was still,
no,
we used to do a gospel together. We used to do a gospel together. That's not a problem.
All right.
We'll mash it up.
And speaking of that, Denise, I mean, in terms of gospel, do you see your career in singing? In your, I mean, would you be the whining queen? You say you want to be 105. Do you see yourself going into a different genre of music, maybe like a gospel or something, or or you're just
out here in New York City? I am hired to sing for funerals and weddings because of my vocal range.
Right.
That's how I make my money, other than doing the badass dub plates and them others do. Real people just hire me to do the killing style dub plates.
Right.
Because I'm real bad with that. Right?
I know that.
Right. So I am an artist first, and I will do any genre of music.
Right.
Any and all. Just run thing now, man. Run rhythm. Send thing.
Send thing. We go send thing for you. Yeah, man. Good to go.
Yes.
All right, RKG, don't let the life cut off, eh? All right. You've been here for a while. When you think cut off, there's no footage, right?
Why you saying that? I will tell you why you saying that, right? Since you've been doing the live, it's about a few times the live cut off, and we lost the interview now. When the live cut off, we lost.
Or you don't get to save the interview. Don't let it.
Exactly, yeah.
Before I cut off,
be good.
Before I cut off here, what I want to say now, I have my eyelash collection coming out by July month.
Nice. That we talking about business.
I've
a certain artist, yeah.
I've partnered with a lady out of London, but she's Trinidadian born. Mink Wink. You all could go on her page and check her out, check out the things that she have to offer. But we've partnered, and we will be coming with the Saucy collection by the end of July. The 2 lashes. One is called the Jamet. You hear that? So yeah,
well, I get a piece of that.
Yes.
Got a piece of that. I get a piece of that.
Jamet.
And Saucy baby.
Right. Nice.
Jamet eyelashes, boy. Okay.
You're getting a beautiful compact.
Basis made them thing after midnight.
Why?
Nice. I love that. What about you on the web? I love that paraphernalia, that thing, man. You gotta get that.
And glue pen. That's what you're getting in the box.
Yeah. I love the fact, you see, a lot of times we need to immortalize what we do. You know what I mean? Where, all right, if you watch all these artists in foreign, they're bringing out dolls of themselves, right? If you watch, when last Rihanna brought out a record? Plenty.
Yeah, she working on that every year for the last 5 years.
You know when was my last hit? 2012, Wine and Queen. But I have maintained to be relevant because I learned how to walk the market.
Yes.
Right?
Walk.
Yes.
Walk.
Yes. So all your support my music. It's streaming on all platforms, which is Isa Queen. Download it, stream it. You know, make all your girl become a millionaire again in 2021 and beyond. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When I become the millionaire again, this will be to aid and assist in dealing with the elderly and the children out there that don't get the kind of love and respect and nurturing they deserve. Like me, I was always told to shut up. There are a lot of children out there that are multi-talented, and they just be told to shut up. every day of their life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to become a millionaire, a multi-millionaire again for.
Right.
Yeah.
To put them things in place, open up a nice music school, give away instruments, give them the opportunity to be heard musically. Since they can't talk, the instrument to talk for them.
So is it something you're gonna come back home and do?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
And my big bad Juve in June that I mash up New York with on June the 19th. I do
Good
my big
about that.
Juve in June that I used to do in Trinidad. I did it out here and it was a great success. I've started doing a lot of promotions and y'all need to stay tuned for some more events that I have coming up from now until
And
the
you have
end
your
of
own
the
radio
year.
show too, right?
Yes, I am now on New Radio every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here in Brooklyn, New York.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely. So when
let people know.
when I come out, I can get an interview.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
I
So let people know what's going on with you.
I come in.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on with you, Ron? I hope people could follow you on Instagram and that kind of stuff. What's going on?
Definitely follow me on Instagram, Sista Ron. As simple as you can get it. SISTARON. You know, I'm doing music. I'm gonna continue following my passion, putting it out into the universe because, like we always say, you never know. What's the sense you keep your passion inside where nobody can see it?
Correct.
I listen it.
That's right.
You know, so have new stuff coming soon. I'll keep on. You know, you keep on shining. That's what you have to keep doing.
That's right. Yeah, and of course, in these days of social media, I mean, people could hear the music. You know, I mean, it helps.
People can hear the music. It spread better. Yes, exactly.
Denise do with the TikTok and thing, and Denise out there on the social media. You know?
You're right.
You gotta be.
Listen, when I grow
use the
up,
technology.
I'm telling you, Denise.
Yeah.
Get back in there.
Yep.
TikTok mommies.
I want to say big up to Third Base for writing two of my biggest tunes over the years, the Jamet and Wine and Ben Over with me and Ghetto Flex. I want to say thank you so much, RKG, yes. RKG, big up yourself. Thank you so much for having me on the show tonight.
No problem.
Yeah, that's what people don't know the kind of history me and Bass have. Hello.
That is true.
You know, I went to school with Ghetto Flex and didn't know that Denise, do music.
Denise,
yes.
The way you wine and bend over. Bass right that?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. I watching this slide.
Yeah, you watch me slide now, man.
He right.
I just
big tunes.
I just laugh at all, you know. I just laugh at all, boy. I just laugh at all, yeah.
Just go through the catalogs and them.
I must say, I love the live. I love what you have brought on the live tonight. You know, Sista Ron, Denise, you all brought realness. A lot of times, people wear a mask, right?
Nice.
And they can't connect with people. And even people on the live right now can connect with you all based on what you said. As Bea said earlier, a lot of people don't bring it real now. And you all brought it real tonight. And I personally appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
somebody say base money in the mattress. Yes, Marisol. Yes.
That's cheap.
I think because of social media these days, there's a lot of, they have the people who put on faces, but there's so many people who come on here and keep it real and tell their truth just so that they know that other people, you understand, might be going through it. I might wear something on my sleeve, but I'm not scared to talk about it.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
That's we here for that kind of support. When Denise say things like depression is real, I could feel like I was one of the most guilty people. But get over it. You could get over that. You could come. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a corrector. I like to see things fixed fast. I will see a smile again quick. That might be the thing, but it's a serious. All these things is so serious what we go through. Yeah. And when we could come on social media, you understand? You might be looking bummy today. You might be now wake up. You might pour on your face. You pour on your beat. You're looking good. But all in all, when you open your mouth, speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Yeah.
People going through shit out here.
Yeah, man. Respect, ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Respect, ladies.
Sister Ron, good seeing you, baby.
Good seeing you too, my love. Listen, we link it soon.
Yes.
I'm going to call Granty and
yeah, wake him up there.
Wake up, Granty, and tell it somebody like still now.
Right.
Yeah.
So we look at the baby, wait till that.
Well,
Yeah, we're going to cut it off and come back. Yeah, we're going to cut it off and come back. We'll cut it off and come back.
But the interview, okay? Send it to me.
All right. Respect.
Love you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, baby. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, man.
All right.
Ladies, yeah, man, on the live, man. Sista Ron and Denise, Saucy, wow. Belfon. Yeah, man, nice, man.
Yeah, it was nice. Good
Yeah, man.
vibes.
Yeah, so before we go, big up the U juice. Big up the U juice every time. U juice, 3 flavors. The sorrel. Look at that man drink 2 bottles of U juice, eh? All right. When you see that one next to RKG running around, you know what's going on.
I know what. Let me see if I can. Let me see.
RKG, can we cut off and come back on, please?
Oh, God,
you go begging your boy.
All right. I'm going to cut off.
And come back. We come back on. We come back on.
Please, RKG,
please now. Please. I'm begging you, boy.
All right. So people on the live, I'm going to cut off the live and I'm going to return.
And come return. Yes, we're going to return. Nice.